Sports Center. Welcome to the second Laliga match day two, rather match day two Laliga match for Barcelona in this new Laliga season. We have Real Sociedad going up against FC Barcelona. This will be, as I said, the second match for both sides in this new Laliga season, and we have the starting lineup for both sides already. We have less than 2 minutes to go. So first match, let's go without the starting lineup for both sides. For Real Sociedad, we have Remiro in goal, and in defense we have Elistondo, Igor, Robin, Munoz. While in midfield we have Martin, Merino, and Mendes. The attackers are David Silva, the evergreen creative players I've ever seen. Moving back to La Liga after playing for some years in creating irregular prospects. So we have David Silva in attack, Taki to Kubo. Kubo was once a player of Barcelona, played for Mallorca, Daron, and then he's now in Real Sociedad. And we have the lanky Swede Alexander Isak in attack. Why for Barcelona start off with Andre Ter Stegen, German goalkeeper, supported in defense by Ronald Araujo, Christensen, Eric Garcia, and Balde. Why for the midfielders, we have Gavi, Frankie de Jong, and Pedri in the midfield. In attack, we have Ferran Torres, who sat out the last match against Rayo Vallecano that ended 0-0, and we have Dembele on the wing with Lewandoski. Lewandoski will be the one looking to get the goals for Barcelona as the top nine. So we are less than 1 minute before the start of the match, and I'll tell you right here in Versus Stadium, the fans are boisterous as ever, and the match promises to be a very interesting one. So match formalities are currently being undertaken right now, with the referee speaking to both captains of both sides. Let's see who's going to take the first kick of the match to kickstart the match, I mean to say. Barcelona really needs to win this game because you know how La Liga is. It's always a war between Real Madrid and Barcelona, and then any other team follows by. So and Madrid have garnered the maximum 6 points from the first 2 games of the league, while Barcelona could only play out a 0-0 draw against Rayo Vallecano the first match, which means they are 2 points behind Real Madrid already. So a loss or a draw in this game would mean that Madrid would be having 4 points or even five ahead of Barcelona in this early stage of the season. Barcelona are on the ascending right here with Valde looking to cause damage, and that first surge from Barcelona into the box again for Sociedad still not to be able, because Valde attempts to find Lewandoski was successful, and Lewandoski, the first time surge, got the ball into the back of the net. So Lewandoski has scored for Barcelona for now one goal in this game, and Lewandoski gets his first goal in this new Laliga season. Welcome to Spain, welcome to Barcelona, welcome to Laliga, Lewandoski. That was a very interesting run by Balde, and this is one of many performances that I expect to see from him that will build his confidence. It takes so much for a youngster to occupy the left-handed, the left back position for Barcelona. You know you have Yoni Alba. This was a position that even this was expected to be struggled to. So for someone like Balde coming in place of Jordi Alba for this, it's a big statement to make for him. Getting an assist for just less than 3 minutes of this game, it speaks of, I think this should propel his confidence in this match and give us more performances. I'm saying it as a Arsenal fan, more performances. I would see him grow into becoming the main fixture rather for Barcelona in the left back position. So we now have one of the brightest stars already in this game that they can ever wish for. I must say that this in this pitch, this Real Sociedad pitch where Barcelona is playing is one of the toughest stadium where Barcelona struggle every time to get marks. They won't get a draw, not talking about maximum. So if they can continue this momentum and start off with a lead, I think they should be proud of themselves, because they have a maximum triple is needed to keep up the pressure on Madrid and the early Laliga leader Villarreal, who have scored 6 goals and amassed the maximum 6 points in the first 2 games of the season, just having 1 goal difference advantage ahead of Madrid, who are in 7th position. So if you are just joining in on this live stream of the match between Barcelona and Real Sociedad, the match currently reads 1-0. Yeah, the match currently leads 1-0. It was a goal scored by Lewandoski in the 2nd minute of the game, assisted by Balde. of it in this game between Barcelona and Real Sociedad because it seems like there's an equalizer for Real Sociedad and it's a goal scored by Alexander Isaac. And from what I can see, the goal was a fortuitous one because I guess there was a mix-up between amongst the Barcelona defenders that led to this goal. In the replay, we can see that Frankie de Jong lost the ball in the middle of the pitch, and Barcelona defenders struggled to get the ball back from the Real Sociedad, and in an attempt by Rigacia to stop Alexander Isaac, the ball got off his leg and looped the ball over an helpless McAllen Stadium who could only stand and watch the ball go past him and into the net. So it took less than 5 minutes for Real Sociedad to respond, and they are back in this game. I told you this pitch where Barcelona are playing right now is one of the toughest pitches to play in Laliga and more tough for even Barcelona. It has always been a tough ground for Barcelona to play, and this match is proving too. So I was actually hoping that Barcelona could continue the momentum and get Real Sociedad on the back foot, but it seems like this game is going to be an open game because Real Sociedad are now back. The scoreline is now rated 1-1, and I must say you can't blame McAllen Stadium for that, but only Frankie de Jong who had no business losing possession of the ball in that position. He had no one to support him from behind. What he could just do was to kick the ball out, take pressure off himself, but was trying to do too much on the ball. And under attack from Real Sociedad players, he lost the ball and he couldn't recollect, and Barcelona have lost the advantage. So 8 minutes into this game, Barcelona won, Real Sociedad won. Yeah, so this match still remains 1-1. Yeah, both sides are trying to see how they can get the better of the other. Yeah, and the ball possession after how many minutes? How many has been played? After close to 20 minutes that have been played, let me read some stats for you guys. Barcelona has the better ball possession from this game. Barcelona has 54 ball possession, while Real Sociedad currently have 45. Shot of targets for both sides reads new, that's 0-0 shot of targets. Only while for shot on target we only have 1-1, which are the 2 goals that have been scored already. Total passes for this game, not surprisingly, Barcelona has 90, while Real Sociedad has 74. So the biggest stats you should know from this game is the scoring average reads 1-1, and we've gone past the 20th mark for this game, and both sides are still. The game is still an high tempo, I would say, with both sides getting on each other's neck. So now trying to find space inside the half of Real Sociedad by playing in from deep. While Real Sociedad also, as soon as they get the chance of theirs, they try to cause some damage. But the match still remains 1-1, and Lewandoski will be pat himself on the back of his head for finally getting off the mark in Laliga. Yeah, so Barcelona currently have a free kick which will be taken by Dembele, and the free kick has been taken, but straight to the Real Sociedad goalkeeper who will happily take that and starts off an attack. Instantly, and Barcelona on the back foot again. The boys now Kubo, the former Barcelona academy player, well, his pass couldn't find his intended player, and Barcelona would recycle. Well, an attempt to get the ball straight to Lewandoski, who was left all alone in the half of Real Sociedad, proved that bottom as Real Sociedad regain possession and try to play from back once again. Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is being crowded by Sociedad players. I think he's trying to call for the referee to intervene, but the referee couldn't find anything. Or he allowed advantage to play on, and Barcelona are withdrawing, taken quickly by Alex Balde. So it's been an end-to-end stuff right here in this match. Real Sociedad has made sure that they don't give Barcelona the chance to dominate as we famously know Barcelona to do. Make sure that they sit back, absorb pressure, and eat Barcelona counter. And in such case, it's we just had right now. Real Sociedad almost going ahead, but Kubo, we want to see his attempt go few meters off the left hand side of the near post of back on the text agent. So it's been end-to-end stuff right here, and Xavi would be thinking right now what changes could he make, or what tinkering can he make rather to get his side to dominate this game fully, because it seems like whatever Barcelona has served up for Real Sociedad, they always have a response for it, and they look more as a side, that's Real Sociedad as a team, that could hold Barcelona more than Barcelona could hold them. Lewandoski has been left starved of possession, left starved of passes. He has been forced to come in deep to fetch balls for himself. Dembele has struggled to get those final balls to him. Ferran Torres has been moved from the wing side into the middle, while Lewandoski has now moved into the left wing of attack for Barcelona. So this team that has happened in less than 28 minutes of this match. Now Barcelona would really want to get this momentum and let's the first goal at the score for any if they are going to come out of this match with the maximum 3 points. say that Barcelona are mediocre in this game. Yeah, that's maybe true. But since that first goal by Lewandoski, they struggle to create chances. But Real Sociedad have come more closer to taking the lead again in this game. Barcelona just having every effort at the second half, being squashed, being taken aback by Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad guys are really sitting in them and hitting Barcelona on the break. And right now, Kubo on the run again finds a player on the wing. Kubo trying to find Isaac. He needed that little bit. Lost position but regained it. And something like that. Pressure has died up because Barcelona players have now clawed back. And maybe they might be able to get position again, which is they did, and then they started to the game is just supposed to be Sure. He seems to be calling for penalty, but I don't think that will be given. I don't think that will be given because Garcia seems to have a very strong. He had he had a touch. Yeah, he had a touch on the ball, and he didn't. There was no intention to cause any undue harm to Alexander Isak. So I think that would be called for a corner kick and not a penalty. Alexander thinks otherwise. Alexander Isak rather thinks otherwise too. But corner kick has been given and it's been taken. Dembele looking to start a counter attack for Barcelona, but the players from Sociedad are already tracking back. But I think the attack is still on. Ferran Torres couldn't keep the ball in control, and Barcelona gets a corner kick. It seems like Barcelona can do everything right from playing from back, from defensive midfield, but there seems to lack coordination between the attackers. That's Lewandoski, Ferran Torres, and Dembele. Because anytime Dembele gets the ball, run down the line, and gets the ball to Ferran Torres, it seems like that's the last mistake. The ball doesn't even get to Lewandoski at all. I, for one, Barcelona fan, has never loved the idea of Ferran Torres being starting our games, being our attack, because he is a lesser version of Dembele. I think that advantage Dembele has over him is that Dembele can run, Dembele can take on attack defenders, he can cause havoc here. Ferran Torres in the other case is just like maybe the coach loves him because he's Spanish born, got him from Man City. Apart from that, he offers close to nothing for the team. Bad dribbling skills, bad shot accuracy, weak shots, not on most occasions. Dembele does all the hard work and then gets served for him on the table and then he spills it on the floor. I think Barcelona can do way more better than him, way more better than starting in games. That's why I wasn't surprised that he was being asked to sit out the match against Real Madrid. I'm surprised that he even started this game ahead of Rafinha, which I think would do a better job running down the wings and trying to get the ball to Lewandoski. He did perfectly well. He did that perfectly well against Real Madrid. Lewandoski was just lucky not to get some of his efforts being scored, and not even helped by the impressive performance by the Real Madrid keeper to keep him out. So I think if this game continues like this till the second half and beginning of second half, Coach Xavi Hernandez should just help us Barcelona fans take out Ferran Torres, please. Make sure that we have at least one less player who can make sure that every goal attempt by Barcelona just don't get at least on target. Not even talk about it. We can do enough already with Dembele, but to help us take out Ferran Torres and maybe bring in a Fati or bring in an Aubameyang or bring in a Rafinha to get Barcelona attack in shape, because Ferran Torres for me is Ferran Torres right now with the ball, as I said, he lost the ball. He just keeps on running like a trailer with no brake. Keeps on running like a player like an Usain Bolt without a stop line. You see a block right up ahead, but he keeps on rushing and hoping that maybe a free kick or a foul will be called and then give Barcelona the advantage. But it ends up being the case that Barcelona loses possession that should have been sustained, position that would keep up the tempo and then maybe lead up to a goal for it. So, well, I don't know if Xavi is not seeing this as a coach right here on the pitch, while we as a fan far away from wherever this match will be going on. So sad seeing Barcelona being kept in this area by the choice of choice of one man to keep those people interested. That's never worth it. Lewandoski, in his attempts to cross. I think that's it. I think the referee had said to give a look at your Sociedad player for an earlier tackle he had on Lewandoski, which wasn't called. So in retrospect, the referee called back the action and deemed it yellow card. Could there be a second of Barcelona? No, and the boys, the ball put at the feet and Lewandoski and Arroyo right there, hoping to get the ball, but the ball could only go past them. Okay, Eric Garcia was in his head. Even Xavi was starting to touch. Come on, move your head away. Yeah, better players, better post to see that they have a better use of that ball. I think he was also attempting to take his head away, but he couldn't at the time. And was taken out for a goal kick. So advantage lost by Barcelona right now. We have less than 5 minutes to go before the end of this first half. And it's if you're a neutral fan, I think you'll be enjoying this game because it's been a high tempo match from the beginning till this time. Yeah, I must say it's been a high tempo match. Both sides going at each other, not one team sitting back to be dominated by the other. Yeah. Even though Barcelona are the one having the larger share of the ball possession, Sociedad has also given a worthy pound. They've also taken a worthy pound of the flesh in this game, and not surprising that the scoreline currently leads 1-1 after goals scored by Alexander Isak and Robert Lewandowski. And it was almost the second goal for Real Sociedad, and a beautiful attempt by David Silva. But Barcelona would have Ter Stegen to be grateful to. Yeah, that was a good save by Ter Stegen, and I must say a great attempt, also a beautiful one by David Silva. Barcelona should have been a goal down right now, but Ter Stegen proves to be equal to the task, as much as David Silva was hoping to get a side hiding for the first time in this game. Barcelona gets the advantage as an attack by Real Sociedad could only end up being out for goal kick, and Barcelona would try to build the attack again, as Mario do from back. Ter Stegen has made 2 saves in this game, and 2 very important saves at that. If not, Barcelona maybe could have been scoreline could have been 3 goals to 1, and by 3 goals to 1 I mean Real Sociedad 3 and Barcelona 1 because truth be said, they've had better chances in this game. And 2 minutes, 2 extra minutes has been added by the referee for this game, in this first half. And Pedri finds Ferran Torres, but versus that defense were equal to the task as they put that, as they make sure that ball from Pedri doesn't get to Ferran Torres and cause damage. We have less than 1 minute to go before the first half break is called. And see this without tinkering from both coaches. Let's see how we are getting the better advantage in the second half. The referee has called for the end of the first half. Barcelona 1, Real Sociedad 1. Barcelona was scored by Lewandoski, while that of Real Sociedad was scored 5 minutes later by Alexander Isak. And it's first half break called by the referee, and in less than 20 minutes we'll be back for the second half. Barcelona 1, Sociedad 1, and Madrid fans all over the world will be happy with how this game has turned out because Barcelona is one of the biggest contenders for them for the title year in, year out. Madrid lost earlier today to Laliga by 2-0, which was to me a surprise. No, maybe not really a surprise because for the past few seasons, Madrid have actually not. Sorry, between the end of last season and this season, they've actually not been that brilliant. So I say maybe it's not a surprise, but I still say it's a surprise that they lost by 2-0 at home to Villarreal. Yeah. Barcelona on the other end would wish that this game doesn't end as a draw because that would mean that they'll be 4 points behind Real Madrid with just 2 games of the season being played already. It's too early to lose ground against a Real Madrid side for Barcelona. They'll try every means possible. Xavi will try every means possible to make sure that his team makes better decisions and choices when it comes to the attack because I think that they'll be able to do well. They'll be able to do well in defense, barring the goal that was scored by Alexander Isak, which was a mix-up caused by Frankie de Jong to lose possession of the ball as a deep line midfielder. He had no support on the back because all other Barcelona players were already in attack. The only thing he had to do was to get the ball out there, but he deliberately lost possession. The rest of the players pounced on that, got the ball to Alexander Isak. Eric Garcia trying to get the ball off Alexander Isak, had the ball go off his leg and he looped over back in the test station. And the rest of that we're back in the game just after 5 minutes. Just after 5 minutes, Lewandoski put Barcelona in less than 40 seconds after the match started. So we'll be right back after a very short break. And Okay, I think we are back for the second half. Hello, I think we are back for the second half in this match between Real Sociedad and Barcelona, and both sides have had a good 15 minutes to rethink their strategies in this game, and more importantly for Barcelona, because they are the bigger side, so it's expected that they try everything in their possible best, everything in their armory to see that they get 4 points in this game, and re-emphasized it before the first half break how important it is for them to get maximum points, and the consequences of a draw in this game and what it would mean in their in their quest to reclaim the La Liga title from Real Madrid, who have started off this season possible best which they can by getting full 6 points from their first two games and scoring 5 goals while conceding just two. So now the other end, as this will be the second game, scored just 1 goal and conceded just 1 goal. The first game ended 0-0 against Rayo Vallecano, and this one is getting something like if changes are not made by Xavi, if what they ended off with in the first half is continued in the second half, um, this game should be ending either in a loss for Barcelona or in a draw. Anyways, Alexander Isak will be kicking us off in the second half. In the second half, will be kicking us off while we expect to see some early changes from Barcelona. And if it doesn't come early, maybe later in the game, Xavi will try to change things, especially in the attack for Barcelona. As I've said, Ferran Torres shouldn't be in this game at all. The guy has been close to useless, I must say. Barcelona regains possession, and Dembele fence Arayo loves a high ball in, look for Lewandoski. Lewandoski flicked the ball for Alejandro Bade. Bade finds Frankie de Jong, and Frankie de Jong finds Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia will finds Christensen, and Arayo finds Dembele. So in Barca SQ fashion, trying to build the game from the back, trying to be cautious as much as they try to spread the ball around and try to make the pitch a bit big for Real Sociedad. Regains possession. Kobo gets the ball, but only for a moment as Barcelona regains possession and kick it around again. Try to build from the back and try to see how they can cause a bit of trouble for Real Sociedad. I think an infraction has been cited by the referee, and he has called for a free kick against Real Sociedad. And yeah, I get that was an infraction by a Real Sociedad player on Robert Lewandowski. So I think what Barcelona needs more in this game is more of like the intent, the stronger intent to see that they score goals and not just pass the ball around as we know them to do. Because what good does it make, or what good does it give you as a football club to end the bigger possession size, but end up losing the game or even end up drawing the game? La Liga is a marathon, truth be said, but you might start losing the race in the early stages of the season, and Barcelona, I'm not sure they'll like that to happen to them, or they might like rather to lose the La Liga just in the early stage of the game to Real Madrid. So looking at the options Barcelona has on the bench, players that could maybe change
change how the game has gone for the Catalan Giants. We have who do we have in the bench for Barcelona? We have Ansu Fati. We have Yodi Alba. We have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Memphis Depay, Rafinha, Frank Kessié, Inaki Pina. We have Piqué. We have Pjanic, Sergio Roberto, Pablo Torre, and Anel Tennant. So these are the players that Xavi could look at bringing into the game and try to change how this game has gone for the side. Um, for me, I think an introduction of maybe Frank Kessié and Rafinha could do the magic, and maybe a Pjanic, because it seems like Barcelona trying to see how they can eat Real Sociedad on the counter, or even try to beat around before finding their a space in the box 18 of Real Sociedad is proving abortive. So a player with a very deep sight that can find space in tight spaces and find a chance in tight spaces. I guess Pjanic can be that kind of guy for Barcelona that can find Lewandoski in these spaces, that can find um, Dembele in these spaces. I think a Pjanic could just do the difference, because the likes of Pedri and the likes of Gavi have actually been choked out by the midfield of Real Sociedad, who are stronger. They look stronger, and they look more bigger than the frame of Pedri and Gavi. From Sam. We can see Jordi Alba. Um, Real Sociedad looks like they've taken the lead in this game, as a free kick by Mendes was whipped in, touches no one, and I guess that was what confused Testegen a bit, but got in. But the referee thinks there might be an infraction in that. He has called for an offside, but that will be checked by VAR if the ball touched the last Real Sociedad player who is adjudged to be in an offside position. I don't think a VAR check will be taken by the referee, because it seems like he has finally accepted that this was an offside position. This was an offside goal, which it has been called, so it's confirmed the goal will not stand. The rest of Sociedad uh, thinks thought for a moment right there that they have the advantage in this game, but the referee thinks the goal shouldn't stand because of offside, and Barcelona would try to gain advantage in this. Dembele's shot could only be deflected off, and Barcelona will get a corner kick. There's still so much noise in the stadium by Real Sociedad fans who think that goal should have stood. Well, I think the referee has finally confirmed that the goal shouldn't stand, and the match still remains 1-1. Barcelona, Barcelona trying to see how they can gain advantage of this, but Dembele couldn't go past Take Kubo. Oh, sorry, David Silva rather, on the left hand side of the Real Sociedad pitch, and Alex Pardy will take the throw in. So I think Jordi Alba is being asked to warm up, and I think that would be a substitution that would see Alejandro Bade being substituted for the more experienced Jordi Alba, and if this could mean that Gavi almost, holy smokes, holy smokes, Gavi couldn't take advantage of a bad throw from the rest of that player. His attempt is the train was terrible. The reaction by Gavi was perfect, but his effort to get the ball into the bus into the goal post of Real Sociedad was as terrible as the throw-in from the Real Sociedad player. That was a very good chance for Barcelona to go 2 goals to 1 up, but Gavi couldn't make that count, and the match still reads 1-1 after 55 minutes played. Gavi should be smacking himself right there on the head, because that was a very good chance, an easy pick of a chance to see that Barcelona take the advantage in this game. End-to-end stuff right now in this game, because an attack by Real Sociedad in a quick counter attack by Real Sociedad just found its way out for Real Sociedad. Yeah. So Real Sociedad have shown over and over again that they can give Barcelona as much as Barcelona is giving to them. Every chance of Barcelona to attack, the counter back, trying to eat back, but just as Barcelona, they make also bad choices in attack, and that's why this game still reads 1-1. There have been a race of chances for this game to have seen more than 2 goals scored, but both sides seem to lack what it takes. Lack what it takes in the final half of the pitch. Final half of the pitch. 57 going to 58 minutes gone, and Barcelona still haven't found that perfect that important second goal that will give them the advantage in this game, as Ten Stegen just made another save, keeping Barcelona heads above water in this game. Foul by Real Sociedad player on Dembele. Barcelona free kick. Oh, Frontera just almost had a 1-2 situation with Lewandoski, but the pass by Lewandoski seems to be over it, and Frontera couldn't keep that in control. And the ball is out for goal kick. That was a very good opportunity of Barcelona if that hadn't been too. If that ball hadn't been overhit by Lewandoski. So reports coming in now tells us that we have 3 Barcelona players warming up for possible substitution into this game. The players are Rafinha, Fati, more of attacking options for Barcelona. I think that is kind of substitution that is needed in this game because the attackers on the pitch right now, Dembele, Ferran Torres, and Lewandoski seems to be out of their sorts. There hasn't been any changes from what we saw before the end of the first half. Barcelona seems to lack to be lacking in the final third of the pitch, and a substitution of a introduction rather of Rafinha and Ansu Fati should be able to change things. Should be able to change things for this Barca side, and it seems like Xavi is ready to make those changes with Rafinha and Fati looking set to come into this game. Lewandoski, I think he did too much in there. Well, I'm unfortunate because the body gets to him in a very prime position where he can just take a one-time shot. So he had to like take on the ball, take on the defender. But while trying to take on the defender, give the rest of the Sociedad players enough chance to come back and defend better. Barcelona are still pressing, still trying to prod this impregnable defense of Sociedad and see if they can just find that little space. Just need a little space, and then maybe some damages can be caused before Rafinha and Fati are brought in by Coach Xavi Hernandez. So I think these 2 players that will be substituted by Coach Xavi Hernandez for Rafinha and Fati are going to be Ferran Torres and Dembele, and I think it's enough. It's long overdue for a substitution of Ferran Torres, especially to happen. Offside. Kubo was left free to run by Isaac, but before the pass was made by Isaac, he seems to have gotten himself in an offside position, which the linesman quietly saw and raised the flag for. Barcelona has had 0 offside in this game called against them, while Sociedad has had 4. Quick stats right there for you. So Ferran Torres has been replaced by Ansu Fati, and Rafinha Rafinha will be coming in for Alex Bade. So I think what this will do is you have Ansu Fati, Lewandoski, Dembele, and Rafinha in attack. While Barcelona, I think Xavi decides to go for a three defenders at the back, with the likes of Eric Garcia, Ronald Araujo, and Christensen in defense, while the midfield will have the likes of Frankie de Jong, Pedri, and Gavi, and four attackers. I think maybe the early change could be making a difference. Lewandowski's attempt to get the better of Romero proved abortive as Romero easily caught the attempt by the acrobatic effort from Lewandoski, but that was a very good control to get the ball and fire, but he couldn't get enough power as would have liked to, because the ball seemed to bounce on the ground as it got off his leg, which lessened the power for that effort. So now we have four attackers of Barcelona, and let's see if this will make any changes. As Barcelona has less than 26 minutes to make the right effort not to draw this game. So finally, Barcelona score a second goal, a very beautiful goal at that by Dembele, and I think Barcelona fans should have Ansu Fati um, to praise for that. Dembele gets a goal. Barcelona gets the advantage, 2-1 in, and everyone is happy. All Barcelona fans should be happy. I'm very happy right now. This is what I'm talking about. And let's try to see the replay again. That was a fantastic touch, a fantastic back heel by Ansu Fati, a very impressive assist for Dembele, and also the strike by Dembele was equally very, very perfect. For lack of better words, perfect. And Xavi would support of himself, because the changes we've been asking for, the removal of Ferran Torres, the introduction of Rafinha, the introduction of Ansu Fati seems like it's paying off, and then the changing of position for Lewandoski, and I mean for Dembele, from the right hand position to the left hand side. Barcelona now has this advantage for the second time in this game. 66 minutes gone, Barcelona leads 2-1. And I think they could be ready for more. Because Ansu Fati, although with a very weak effort, would only see his effort parried, easily grabbed by Sociedad. But I think that should have been a third goal for Barcelona. That shot should have had more power. There's a third goal for Barcelona. It's a third goal to report for Barcelona. Yeah, Lewandoski gets a third goal for Barcelona, and the Barcelona fans are going to celebrate because Lewandowski has gotten the second goal in this game, and Barcelona are 2 goals to the good. Sociedad 1, Barcelona 3, Lewandoski 2 goals, Dembele 1 goal. Ansu Fati again as he and this. Xavi will be so proud of himself for the late switch for the quick changes he made in this game, and it has paid off because Barcelona has 2 goals. Barcelona 2 goals ahead of Sociedad. And Fati just keeps on proving that Barcelona are not wrong to trust him with the number 10, with the famous number 10 jersey after Messi left. Because if not for injury last season, the guy could have done even more better for Barcelona. But injury saw his season cut short. But he has started off on a good slate this season, and in this game he already has 2 assists within 10 minutes of his introduction. This is insane football, I must say. So I think since the reason for having four attackers has paid off for Barcelona, Xavi has deemed it fit to bring in a fourth defender, and he has introduced Jordi Alba for Dembele. Dembele should have his head held up high in this game because he has performed beautifully, he has performed impressively, and he crowned it with a beautiful first-time shot that led to the second goal for Barcelona. Jordi Alba has been introduced, and now I think they'll maintain the 4-3-3 structure that Barcelona used to start this game. So now we have 4 defenders for Barcelona, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers. After a third goal was scored by Robert Lewandoski. I mean, a second goal for Lewandoski in this game, but a third goal for Barcelona as they lead 3-1. So the quick fire two goals by Barcelona seems to have settled this game. I think Barcelona seems to be riding on a very huge horse right now, and Real Sociedad seems to have no answer for the domination by Barcelona. Barcelona are happily spreading the ball around. I'm hoping to see if maybe a fourth goal or maybe a fifth goal can be scored. It has been total domination, I must say. As I said already, they dominated the football, they dominated the pitch, dominated the game. So it's just their decisions in the final third that keeps them, that fails them every time. And Xavi Hernandez seemed like he assessed the situation in the first half and saw where they could be lacking, and then made the right substitution that was needed. And the introduction of Ansu Fati, Rafinha, just make sure that having four attackers in attack would mean that Barcelona will be 3 goals to 1 up after 75 minutes played in this game. There's a fourth goal. And there is a fourth goal for Barcelona. Ansu Fati has finally gotten a goal of his own after previously assisting the last 2 goals of Barcelona, and the assist to be given to Lewandoski. It was a very impressive assist by Lewandoski, a back heel also, and Barcelona fans to celebrate this because, come on, this is special. This is special. Barcelona leads 4 goals to 1, 78 minutes, close to 79 minutes played, and it's Arrivederci, I must say. It's interesting to see Barcelona play like this. It's interesting to see them score goals like this. It's interesting to see the attackers playing like they've been together for a very long while. Makes you not even have a sense of the void left, the big void left by Messi. And if this performance can be sustained like this, I mean the performance think second or one in the first half can be sustained. Barcelona should be able to reclaim the trophy lost to Real Madrid last season. And so Fati, without injuries, will always be a fixture, will always be a very good fixture for Barcelona. Ferran Torres has no business playing for Barcelona, match in, match out. Even on the bench, he shouldn't even be there, I must say. Lewandoski, thanks for that assist, and Ansu Fati, thanks for the goal. Barcelona leads 4 goals to 1. Barcelona fans, you can rejoice. Sir, good evening, sir. Sir. Yeah, Joseph was the one handling it, not me. De Jong just looks like a player that just wants to keep on doing too much when he doesn't need to do a little. Give the ball, pass the ball to the attackers, pass the ball to your next player, take the pressure off you. This was the same thing that caused the goal conceded by Barcelona in the first half. Just wants to delete that with the ball too much, and it's not needed. Truth be said, it's not needed. Just take the pressure off you, let the next player take the pressure on. Let's put the pressure on, and then looking at scoring more goals instead of conceding more goals. I think Frank De Jong needs to learn that he's a line defensive midfielder and not an attacking midfielder. Any misstep from him puts too much pressure on the Barcelona defenders, which they actually don't need right now. They just need to score more goals, prove that the club authority made the right decision to invest so much in this transfer period that is looking like ending soon. You know, you don't need to concede goals when you are on the ascendancy. You know, you just need to score goals score goals like Bayern Munich. They beat teams for 7, beat teams for 6. Concede nothing. Frank De Jong, you have so much to learn, I must say. We have 8 minutes left before the end of this match, and I must say I've been entertained. I don't know about you. I've been entertained. I've been entertained by Barcelona. I've been entertained by Ansu Fati. I've been entertained by Lewandoski. I think Barcelona attackers are brilliant, and the team is poised to do great things this season. With this kind of performance, this kind of spoil choices in attack. As a team, you have Dembele, Rafinha, Fati, Lewandoski. Even though he's never needed in the team, Ferran Torres. Come on, how much more can you ask for? Then in midfield, you have Frank Kessie, Pjanic, Pedri, Gavi, Sergio Busquets, Frankie De Jong, Sergio Roberto. Then in attack, you can dance around with Christensen, Piqué, Eric Garcia, Koundé. Even though this person is struggling to register him. I even forgot to mention Memphis Depay and Aubameyang also in attack. Come on, This is a Barcelona side that's spoiled for choice in every position, so they shouldn't be struggling to win games. They shouldn't be struggling to score goals. So Barcelona has made two extra changes. They've introduced Frankesi and brought off Gavi, while what was again? Can't remember right now. Frankesi was brought on for Gavi, while brought on for Sergio Roberto. Charlie Alba seems to be in pain, and the referee has called for the medical team guys to come and have a check on him. Seems to be struggling to get off the floor, or he had the ball. He had the ball hits him in the stomach, and he struggled to stand up after that. But I think he should be okay after maybe a quick check from the medical team. Soon he should be able to continue. Doesn't seem like it is down to keep him out of the game. And the game has been restarted. So now having a free kick given earlier before the incident of Jordi Alba called for the need for medical guys to be on the pitch. So after close to 10 minutes, Sociedad are in possession and trying to see if they can salvage anything in this game, even though to me I think this match is done and over with. It's a lost cause already for them. But never say never in a game of football, in a matter of minutes, matter of seconds. Changes can be made to score lines. Never expected. So 3 more minutes has been added by the referee. Barcelona leads 4 goals to 1. Um, Lewandoski with the first goal for Barcelona, and an equalizer was scored 5 minutes later by Alexander Isak. The introduction of Ansu Fati and Rafinha saw a Barcelona side lacking composure and ideas, get boisterous, and that led to Dembele scoring the second goal. Then the third goal was scored by Lewandoski himself, and Lewandoski made the assist for Ansu Fati's goal, which completed Barcelona's fourth goal for the match. So with 2 minutes left, Barcelona are going to be equaling the scoreline from the Madrid match yesterday that also ended 4 goals to 1. But there's still enough time for Barcelona to score a fifth goal if that's possible. But the referee calls for an infringement and offside against Barcelona, against Lewandoski, and Sociedad would take possession of the game and try to see if anything can be cut again from this game. Well, I think this should be it. This should be it. This should be the end of it for this match. With a few seconds left, let's see what can be done. But I think this match should be over already. Barcelona will be glad that the second game of the second game of the season didn't end just like the first one did. That's a draw. That's a draw, and getting 4 points out of a possible 6 points isn't a bad way to start the season. They could be better than this, but it's not entirely bad, and they can pat themselves on the back for coming in hard, coming in with more intent in the second half than we saw in the first half. And the referee calls it an end for this match. Xavi should be happy for himself for the quick changes made to the attack that led a change the fortune of the game, and Lewandoski will get the man of the match award. I think he deserves it, scoring 2 goals and having 1 assist. I think it's a deserved one, and it's a nice better present again for the Polish number 9 striker. It is well deserved, and also a well deserved 3 points for Barcelona, who now has 4 points. Now has 4 points after 2 games and have scored 4 goals while conceding just 1. And with this win, that will see them being placed at number 5 on the Laliga table, just behind Osasuna, Real Betis, Real Madrid, and Villarreal, who are at the top, position of the league. So the next match will be the next match for Barcelona will be a friendly match against Man City on Wednesday, which is I put it, an exhibition match without so much attached to it. But it's still Barcelona against Man City, so you should still expect fireworks from a game of such pedigree. So in the league, the next round of Laliga games should see Barcelona sparring it against Real Valladolid come August 28th, 6:30. So now we'll be at home against Real Valladolid, while for Sociedad will continue their season with a match against Elche come August 27th. And that match will be going down 4:30 in the evening. And Sociedad fans would, despite losing 4 goals to 1, appreciating their players for an impressive show against Barcelona. I must say they were impressive. They were able to hold Barcelona down in the first half, but the firepower on the Barcelona bench just proved so much for them to handle. And Lewandoski with 2 goals, as a Fati with 2 assists and a goal, and Dembele saw Barcelona go with full maximum points. So next time, this has been Sports Center, bringing to you the moment between Sociedad and Barcelona.